Hello, you guys. I'm gonna start filming myself eat for my 30-day winter holiday time span. And today we had really cheap mapo tofu rice. So, because I'm trying to gain weight. Oh, this is really spicy, by the way. Because I'm trying to gain weight. And start bulking and gaining and shit. I decided I might as well get a full big old bowl of rice as a tiny supplement to my really unhealthy dinner tonight. And also I did not have lunch. So it's just good to think about. And that's way too much rice. Do I want to put it? Oh, I also have chicken soup left over from yesterday. And I'm planning on finishing all of this in one sitting. Which is gonna be kind of challenging because I am not like a super big eater. You know, I don't eat a lot. I eat small portions of food. That may be a part of why I'm so, well, skinny. But it might also be because of my fast metabolism. This shit is salty as fuck. Man, this is super salty. But it does taste good. It's like sweet, but also spicy. It's also incredibly beefy. They actually added a generous amount of beef for the price. And I am actually enjoying this. So let's talk about how life has been. I don't know. I'm bad at grammar, bro. These days. So I was doing this exhibition, right? As kind of like a high school project thing. And like just yesterday, well, not yesterday, the day before yesterday was when we actually finished everything off and we only had an essay left to write. But you know, I think I really learned a lot from like doing this whole gallery, you know, because it was based around, the whole exhibition was focused around, well, elderly people and how they, as sort of a marginalized community, do not have this platform to express themselves. So we had to go to those like nursing home centers and teach them art and like do art with them interactively. I've held like long, deep conversations with those elderly people that, you know, I don't think I could even do with like really close friends, you know. It's truly a very insightful and honestly enjoyable experience, though it was very tiring. Like you had to do a lot of consolation with those people because lots of like senior citizens in China, especially in those nursing homes, they have this kind of solitude and this kind of negative feelings, so you had to console them a lot. And it can be very, well, energy consuming at times. And also the last few days at the gallery, when we were actually like setting shit up, because I was designing everything, right? I'm the main designer for for the setup. I worked my fucking ass off trying to get everything in place. Took me about 1 whole week, but the end result came out like super beautiful. Like it's super gorgeous, but it was every day after school, straight to the exhibition. And I go back at about 2 a.m. Those days, every single day. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna ever repeat that kind of lifestyle anymore, like in my entire life, because, well, one, it's so tiring. Like, I actually felt like I'm gonna die if I kept on one more day and doing shit like this, going about like this. Also, because it's like, it's such a unique experience, you know. It's like a one of a lifetime thing. Yeah, and also like I met a lot of friends, a lot of real cool people who have been volunteering in this area for a long time. And when the exhibition was up, you know, it was up for 1 week. We met a lot of like visitors who are touched by our work, who are interested in what we do, who are fascinated, and a lot of people cried even, and it really felt good, because like it felt like my work paid off, you know. I keep eating and saying things few and far between my big old chews and gulps and shit, but this food is really good for a person who's like really hungry. We also have makeshift Yakult, which is arguably probably more expensive than Yakult as well. Whether or not it tastes different is debatable, but it is a hell of a lifesaver in this situation. Because shit is getting salty in my mouth. Other life updates include me getting 3 more piercings on my left and right ear. And me returning to a buzz cut after about, 2 months, 3 months of growing out my hair. I'm not sure if I like it. I do kind of look bald, and my hairline is not that low. To say the slightest. Well, yeah, I don't know. Do I look like a prison inmate? Yeah, but is it cool and convenient as fuck? Also, yeah, I know. I do what I like, I guess. It's cool shit. It's cool shit all around. But you know what is not cool? My finals grades. Those 3 days of finals exams was grueling. Fucking miserable. Disgusting. It's very rare for me. Well, it's actually the first time for me ever where I feel that a midterm or a finals exam, or like during an exam, like my only thought for like 3 days was, I want out. I don't want to be here anymore, you know? I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Because I spent the entire time prepping for the gallery. I was so underprepared. I was so ass fucked. And the finals was not easy. Like, it was hard. And it's especially ironic, and fate is especially unkind to me because I did well in both of the monthlies. And I did horrible in the midterm and finals, which took up a lot more percentage. Yeah. And so, yeah, everything kind of sucks right now. But it's okay, because I'm making plans for my winter holiday. Because I'm planning shit. I'm thinking ahead of myself. My whole life's ahead of me, you know? Right now I'm planning my workout routine. I'm planning on like doing revision and improving on my grades and reading and whatnot. Shit is starting to get back in hand, I think. I'm starting to take back control of my life. And my belly is also really incredibly full. As you can see, and this is how much rice is left. And like, if you got this far into the video, it's kind of concerning. Because like, my string of thought is literally the fucking Charlotte's Web, bro. It's so messy and so tangled together. It's like Rapunzel's hair after 3 days of not taking a shower. And I found out this. And I basically have the notion of starting to meditate for 10 minutes twice a day. Improve my focus and attention span, shit like that. And also just the ability to live without stimulation. I think the ability to live in peace with your surroundings when there isn't much happening around you. Because like, I slept a lot through classes. And of course, part of why my grades were bad is because of my doing the gallery thing. But also it's really my fault because I wasn't taking my academics seriously. Because I really was just sleeping through classes and scrolling through Instagram reels for like 2 hours straight every single day after I get back home. I'm sleeping super late, but not really knowing what I'm doing, you know. I'm always just making up for the shit that I left off yesterday because I was constantly procrastinating. And in the black circles under my eyes, like, you can see this shit. Like, the blood veins in my eyes. You can... It's a testimony of how fucked I am, of how chopped and how cooked I am this semester. And honestly, I'm not 100% confident this shit gonna change. My lips are so red, by the way. I'm literally Marilyn Monroe, like, come on. And so, yeah, I honestly don't know how my life will go. Like, I honestly don't know how I'm gonna be able to fix myself and go back to, like, being productive or whatever. you know? Finish it. I fucking murdered this bowl of rice. Literally took me 15 minutes. And I'm pretty much 70% done. But I still have this bowl, this pot of chicken soup to go. Damn. The thing is that, like, to gain weight, you have to eat carbohydrates, right? You have to consume lots of food, and especially lots of carbohydrates. But also, eating a lot makes me dizzy. Like, I've heard that it's because all of the blood that's usually used to run your whole body have now, like, sprung into the stomach because you need extra digestion time. You need lots of effort for digestion. And so you're gonna feel blood loss in your brain and shit, and you're gonna feel dizzy. I'm gonna feel weak. But this is just kind of the shit that I have to subject myself to, you know? I'm not even sure if I'm gonna gain weight. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get out of this, like, sticky-ass situations that I'm in right now. I'm not even sure if I'm actually gonna gain any discipline at all after my winter vacation. I don't know if I'm actually gonna gain weight on my body, if I'm actually gonna get buff, or if it's just gonna go all to my face, like when I was in 7th grade and it was fat on my face. I mean, there's still fat on my face right now. Like, when I smile, you know, my face is really round, but my body's really skinny and shit. I've learned how to live with my body dysphoria. It was not even dysphoria. Well, I wouldn't say it's dysphoria, because I do think that my perception of my face and my body and my appearance is rather objective. Like, it's not distorted or whatever, but it's just the strong discontent and the sometimes, like, the rather vicious hate for my body kicks around, and it kind of feels real bad, you know? I'm just gonna bash your head against the table. I was like, why wasn't I better, you know? Why wasn't I born to look better when some people could do so effortlessly? Why wasn't I born with the features that I find attractive, you know, that I would find attractive in other people? And why couldn't I change? Like, why is it that even after I've tried and tried again, shit, bones, Bev. Oh my god. Bitch, I was getting deep here. I was trying to get all sad with y'all, and a fucking chicken bone got stuck in my teeth. What the fuck? And this is just one of the numerous times that God has humiliated me in front of people. Like this day. It's crazy. But getting back to topic, you know. Because, like, my ideal type of person is one that is super relaxed, you know. One that does things effortlessly. One that does things without putting in effort. Or not like does things without putting in an effort. It's more like just, you know, they are who they want to be. And they didn't really try, you know, to get what they want. They just have it. It's born with them. The environment just gives them everything. And they're lucky. People like this are so attractive to me. I don't know why. Like, I should laugh at them, right? I should feel that it's weak, that they're weak for you know, having everything from the get-go and not reinventing themselves to be who they truly want to be, you know. But no, instead I just feel love and this sadness, you know, but also like joy when I'm with them, because it's like interacting with them, learning the way they act and imitating them. It makes me feel as if I'm that person, as if I didn't reinvent myself. But it also makes the realization that much bigger, you know, because like the person who's changed over the years, person who wasn't as kind, who wasn't kind when they were born, who wasn't good looking when they were born, who wasn't brave when they were born, a person who's learned to gain those qualities, a person who's gained and who's tried really hard to possess those traits. They're inevitably different, you know. It's like Gatsby and Tom, you know. It just because they both possess of these qualities doesn't make them the same, you know. Doesn't make them the same person. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Why did I get so philosophical? I don't know. Maybe it's the carbohydrates dizziness. It sounds like the backwards version of Disney. Oh no, sorry, Sydney is like Disney's. Sydney. Yeah. What the fuck? That was so weird. Whatever. Fucking murdered it again. Finished the chicken soup. Blah, blah, blah. I can't hear you talking because I'm in a YouTube video and you're watching me, but also because I'm so proud of myself for finishing all 3 bowls. Bye. I'm gonna go shit, sit on the toilet and contemplate the meaning of life. And maybe smoke a cigarette. I don't know. Bye.